What's happening, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today is actually Christmas Eve. I thought I would do something a little different. I want to talk about my top 5 favorite hater messages that I have gotten on Instagram from posting these YouTube videos. For the most part, everybody that sees my videos that messages me on Instagram is nothing but love and positivity, but I do get a handful of haters that message me on Instagram. I usually don't reply to them because there's no need to, but I thought these 5 were pretty enjoyable. They made me laugh, and I thought you guys might enjoy them, so hopefully you do. Before we get into the video, as always, guys, you know the drill. If you like the content, subscribe and ring the bell. So, number 1. And for the record, all of these came from like a nameless, faceless Instagram page. So these people actually took the time to make a new Instagram page with no name, no picture, no followers, not following anybody to message me. So that was kind of flattering. Number 1, they say, I can't believe you have over 1,000 subscribers. Your channel is literally the worst fragrance channel on YouTube. I dislike every video you put out. Come on, bro, the worst fragrance channel on YouTube? I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't want to be negative towards anybody. Nothing but love and positivity. There's enough negativity in the world. I don't need to hate on anybody on here. And anybody that tries to do videos like this and sees how awkward it can be, especially starting out, I'm not going to hate on them. But the worst fragrance channel on YouTube, come on, man. And this one kind of makes me think this is a smaller YouTuber like myself that's just like spiteful and angry, that maybe they think I'm more comfortable on camera than them, or maybe I'm doing better than them, which I'm a tiny channel still, but in their eyes, maybe I'm doing better than them, so they're angry. And the other thing that kind of made me mad about this one is at the end of that line, they say, I dislike every video you put out. And literally, when I put out a video, anytime it goes public, if I refresh my feed in like 10 seconds, there's almost always a dislike first. And that kind of makes me mad because this person's like not lying. I don't know who would actually be that spiteful to do that, but again, it makes me think it's like a jealous, smaller YouTuber like myself that is like turned off by the fact that I'm kind of comfortable on camera. This is why a lot of times reviewers and YouTubers in general will kind of ask for a like. If you like the video, drop a like, because it does matter. It helps. It lets YouTube know the video is liked, and it offsets the dislikes from potential haters like this. So it's not always just like, hey, like my video. It matters, man. So drop me a like. All right, number 2, they say, you actually think our Moth Craze smells like a root beer float? That's the worst description I've ever heard. P.S. Your videos are hard to watch, just being honest. No, I never said, maybe I did. What I meant to say is our Moth Craze reminds me of a root beer float. If you've smelled our Moth Craze, I think you know what I'm talking about. Like, it has that soda pop, creamy DNA a little bit. At least it does to my nose. It reminds me of a root beer float. I don't think that's that crazy of a description. Come on, man. All right, number 3. In case nobody told you, your face is super crooked, bro. Now, this one kind of hurt my feelings because my face is not symmetrical. I do have like a crooked face. That's weird. Thanks for making me insecure, you prick. All right, number 4. Your videos are cringy. It's super obvious who you're trying to copy here on YouTube. This one annoyed me. This one kind of made me mad because I actually don't watch that many fragrance reviewers on YouTube. There's only a handful of people that I actually watch. So, obviously, I watch Ross from TLTG Reviews. Ross is the GOAT. He is, I'll get into that in another video. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. I had one of you guys message me last week and say, I would love for you to put out a video talking about your favorite reviewers on YouTube, who inspired you, who you like the most, who you don't like. Now, I'm not going to do a video talking bad about anybody, but I definitely am going to put a video together of my favorite reviewers on YouTube and who's inspired me the most. And Ross is definitely going to be on that because Ross is my boy. He is the man, the GOAT. Ross, I watch obviously from TLTG Reviews. He's probably overall my favorite channel because he's the perfect balance of like entertainment, like liking him as a person, and then I learned so much from his channel. It's a very good channel as far as like knowledge goes. His breakdowns are very, very good. And then I watch a bunch of other reviewers that I'll get into in that video. I don't want to give off too much right now, but it's not many. It's a handful of people, and I genuinely am not like intentionally copying anyone. Maybe I have subconsciously said things or moved in a way or done things in a way that someone else does, but I'm definitely not trying to copy anybody. And I'll be honest with you, psychologically, if you do like try to copy someone else, that's way harder to uphold than just being yourself. It's too much work. You're not going to be able to sustain that. I'm not copying anybody on here. I don't watch too many fragrance reviewers, honestly. All right, number 5. I watched your review of Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. It's obvious you know nothing about fragrances. Just stop, dude. YouTube isn't for you. Now, this one made me laugh, but it kind of made me mad, too. For starters, what was wrong with my review on Prada Luna Rosa Carbon? That's not a complicated video. It smells like Dior Sauvage. A little bit different, though. A little bit more earthy and well-rounded, not so sharp and not so abrasive and, like, decisive. I don't know why you would hate on that video of all the videos I've done. The other thing they said was, it's obvious you know nothing about fragrances. Now, I will say, I am not the most knowledgeable guy when it comes to notes of fragrances. I'll be the first one to tell you that. But I do enjoy learning about them. So in my free time, I do like to learn, why does this fragrance smell like this to me? And I'm not afraid to put out videos that I think are going to sound silly. Like, I will say a fragrance smells creamy to me when I know damn well there's nothing in the notes that someone smarter than me is going to say smells creamy. Like, I don't care. I want to say, I'm going to try to be genuine and tell you the way my mind and my nose reads a fragrance. So I'm not trying to be the smartest guy on YouTube, because I'm definitely not that. I'm just trying to be myself and have fun talking about this hobby that I enjoy so much. And like I said a second ago, I have no problem like saying straight up, as dumb as this is going to sound, this is how it smells to me. I don't care if you disagree. You have every right to disagree. We're not going to read every fragrance the same. That's one thing a lot of people don't seem to wrap their head around. The fragrance experience, what's most fun about this is that the experience can potentially be different for everybody. That's why it's fun. I mean, there's people that tell me some basic rack store find like Mont Blanc Star Walker. That stuff is a monster off my skin. You know how many people have told me that lasts an hour on my skin? It does nothing for me. It doesn't protect. Star Walker is a monster off my skin, and it performs like crazy, and it gives me tons of compliments. The experience can be a little different for all of us, and that's what makes this fun. Yeah, and YouTube isn't for you, they said. I don't know. YouTube's for anybody. It's just YouTube making videos. To me, it's fun. You know what's funny? The reason I actually started making these videos is because I always want to run my mouth and talk about fragrances with friends of mine. And I have a handful of friends that really love fragrances, and we talk about them a lot. But I found myself being like alone. Like, they would want to stop talking about it way before me. And I'm like, man, there's no one to talk to about this, and I can ramble on forever. So I figured the YouTube community, these people will always be willing to talk to me about these videos. And you guys have been, and I appreciate that love and support. It's a lot of fun to me. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, drop me a like. It offsets the dislike from that hater from that first message I told you guys about. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already, but you probably should. Until next time, guys, I will leave you how I always leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, always stay improving. Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate Christmas. God bless, be well, I'm out.